nice seeing you here. We're live from Astraea, Minecraft on Twitch and YouTube. So yeah, it's Monday, it's 6 p.m. Eastern, so therefore I am live. And lucky you are going to get a sneak peek into what I've been working on. So as you can see, hey Sam, how you doing? As you can see, I just, well, if you've kept up with my videos and live streams, I just recently built some structures, some additional trees, well, structure, I guess, not plural. This pavilion right here, I just threw together over the weekend. Threw together is an understatement. It did take a little bit. The diversity of blocks, the block palette variants took me quite a bit, but yeah, so like I've said many times, I am working on a park. So this is going to be like a state park or national park, you know, one of those types of things. And a park needs a pavilion, needs multiple pavilions really for a park this size. So this is the first of probably maybe 3 or 4 pavilions. I modeled it after a national park pavilion. I can't remember the national park it was in. Might be like Yellowstone or something, I think somewhere out west. But yeah, it's got a cedar shake roof, which I faked using trapdoors and slabs with a lot of, here, let's just fly up there, with a lot of stairs and full blocks just to kind of give that variance of a wood, you know, cedar shake roof. I made sure to, when I laid down the trapdoors, to do a few like in multiple directions and what have you, just to kind of give a little bit of chaos and what have you that a roof of this type would have. Thanks, Sam. And Sam in chat, in YouTube chat, said looks great, so thank you. The model that I based off has arches right here, kind of like wood beams arching. So this is as close of a proximity as I could get, you know, just doing the stair with the trapdoor to widen out the wall here. And obviously they have picnic tables. So these picnic tables are lifted from various picnic table structure. I mean, a lot of people have done this, essentially, is what I'm getting at. I think B-Dubs has something very similar in his current Minecraft Season 10 base. I did switch up a few things. I added white tops. That's mainly to bring a uniform kind of continuity, I guess, to other structures. So obviously I have a very white, you know, nursery and very white greenhouse. So I'm just trying to give it a little bit more continuity than your typical spruce trapdoors. And I do think it kind of looks like, you know, some of those aluminum topped picnic tables. Gives you that look a little bit. So I think it turned out pretty good. Campfire with a bell, you know, bell ringing for mealtime. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe some scouts are meeting in this to you know, go after or go. Sorry, maybe some scouts are meeting to be instructed of their daily agenda or something. Maybe they're having breakfast here or something, whatever. So that's the idea behind that. Again, we have a fireplace, which is barely holding on, and the reference imagery was very similar. You know, it's kind of falling apart, a cobble structure that's kind of falling apart a little bit. So that was the thinking there. I went a little more mossy than the reference imagery, obviously, because this is Minecraft, so we don't have as many variants of like, well, we do have a lot of variants of stone, but we don't have the particular stone that would, you know, really illustrate how you know, like a cobble chimney would be put together. You know, we have cobble up here, but it doesn't quite speak to the same large stone way that a real, you know, cobble structure would be. Got a lot of buttons, just to kind of break it up a little bit. And I did my little pot trick. So essentially I put a pot on top of a campfire to illustrate, yeah, like a pottery chimney, you know, top. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. I'm messing around with this hedge design. There's going to be a lot of hedges throughout my my base here. So what I've been experimenting with is mixing the azalea saplings with leaves, and I think it kind of works. I don't know though. I don't know. I'm thinking I might want to do some moss on top, so that just that little layer will signify a little, a little depth change or what have you. I do have the bushy leaves resource pack on from Vanilla Tweaks, so that's why you see leaves kind of expanding. But even without the bushy leaves, I think it works. It reads to me like a bit of a hedge that needs a little bit of trimming, I guess you could say. I was actually debating on whether to continue that experiment over to this hedge. Maybe put a few azalea saplings on the base here. Not sure. I might not. But anyway, so that's what I've been working on. And there's Casper. He's just flying around my pond. Okay, my monitor over here is freaking out, so just give me 1 second. My video card has difficulty driving 2 monitors. Only at times, though. It's very strange. So you're probably about to see OBS pop onto the screen here. So I apologize. I'll try to move it as quickly as possible. Okay, maybe not. Will now. Nope, you didn't. All right, yay, I fixed it. Okay, so usually just turning on or turning the monitor off and on again, IT style, fixes it. Okay, what else? Yeah, and I also kind of mossified the roof a little bit, thinking like maybe this spruce tree here is, I don't know, dropping some saplings. Maybe they'll let it go a little too long, and it, started growing life. Got a firefly bush up there as well. These 2 trees are new as well, the spruce and the sycamore. That's what I'm calling it, at least, the sycamore. This sycamore is actually the same sycamore as right over here, but rotated, I think, like 90 degrees or something like that. Yeah, so I have quite a few tree designs, but not everything. I have a lot of small trees, basically. I don't have that many large trees right now. And this really is kind of a medium, I have a few really, really big ones, and I didn't want to put a giant tree right here. So I also went through and added all this coarse dirt just to basically lay out kind of high level of where I want some greenery, some flowers, some hedges and what have you, and marks the edge of the road. So I've said this quite a few times, but if you don't follow my content, these paths right here are just marking where a road will go. I have a couple designs, but I have yet to really lay them out and settle on anything. I don't want a finished road. I don't want it like a tough brick, or something like that, something that you'd see in like a town or a city. I want it to be a little bit more rustic, maybe something along these lines, andesite and gravel. So I'm still debating on exactly how I'm going to execute that, because it's very long and very straight. Or do I want it long, and do I want it, straight? Do I want to break it up? So a lot of those sweeping decisions are still being debated. Anyway, what are we going to do today? So I had in the description that we are going to work on some terraforming, continuing some terraforming, which I have already continued. Like, these hills are new. This little divot over here is new. But I think what I'm going to work on is the beach. So I already started laying out, or extending rather, this area right here was pretty much a vertical drop. So all this stone that you see here and some dirt is the extension that I'm working on. So what I'm trying to do is get this to be more of a gradual decline into the sea. So right over here, it's going to be easy because we're already pretty high for the bottom of the sea. Over here, it's going to be a little bit more difficult because it gets really deep, and then over here, it's going to be even worse because it gets really, really deep. So I'm that's actually probably just going to be covered up, so I don't really have to worry about it too much. But mixing, where it kind of gradually comes out and then drops off on the side is going to be a little bit of a challenge, because I don't want it to just look like, I don't know, a weird mountain. Like, I don't want it to look unnatural, essentially. So we will start working on that. We also have a chore, I guess, that I want to do. So I've mentioned this a few times. where I want to have a petting zoo, you know, basically bring in all the new farm animal variants, which these guys just spawned actually, so I don't have to worry about the warm pig or the default pig. I don't know, what do we call this? Medium pig? I don't have to worry about the moderate and warm pig, but I do have to get the cold pig, and I have to get all the chickens. I don't have any chickens, which these guys are probably the reasons I don't have any chickens. And I also don't have any cows except for the warm cow, and those guys just spawned recently as well. So I need the cold cow and the moderate cow, or the basic, you know, brown and white cow. So I figured, why not take advantage of the ghast carrying boats and go fishing for some animals? It's going to be slow going because the nearest biomes that I'm speaking of are a little bit of a hike, but I think it'll be kind of a fun little journey. So that will be maybe step 1, and maybe step 2 is terraforming. I'm not really sure. Oh, Mob Depot is happy to help with my variant. Oh, do you guys already have variants? You're gonna ruin my entire plot for my video, Dalton. Sorry, Dalton just posted in YouTube chat, so that's what I'm reading. I'll wait for a response. I might just go and get them regardless because it sounds like a fun adventure. I also have a few other things in the pipeline that I could pivot to. We have a few, but nothing on the show floor. Okay, a few, sorry. We have a few, but nothing on the show floor. I'll probably just go out and get a few because frankly, there's gonna be a lot of back and forth and what have you, so. And, you know, I mean, I guess I could carry more than one boat at a time. I was just considering one boat at a time, but if I carried multiple, I think the silliness of the excursion might be worth it, so I'll stick to the plan, Dalton, but thank you very much for the option. Other things that I'm working on currently is I'm sick and tired of going over here. This is my bee farm, and crafting the bottles into honey blocks, the honey bottles into honey blocks. So I have a whole redstone contraption that I have in a test world that I'm bringing over. That, here, let me just show you. Because the bottom part, the actual functioning part, is already done. The engine, as it were. I have a whole contraption that converts the honey bottles into an autocrafter converts the honey bottles into honey blocks, but then you get an empty bottle left, so I have to return the empty bottle. So basically what this contraption does is it not only crafts the honey bottles into a block, but it also returns the bottles up through hoppers over here into the dispensers. So this whole like little contraption here, which I think it's actually fairly compact. One item filter, the item filters for bottles, and the honey blocks flow through. So honey blocks basically flow this direction and up into the chest over there, and then the bottles flow this direction up and into the dispensers. That's kind of a neat little thing. So I can continue that as well. So lots of plans, lots of things I can work on stream. But I think the first thing I'm going to do is just hop on Casper, my friendly ghast, and go try to find a cow. Because I actually know where some of the basic, default, original, the OG cows are. And I can grab those pretty quick. And actually, let's make this really fun. I'm gonna do the fishing style. So I'm going to get a boat out, tie it to Casper immediately, and then try to fish for the cows in midair, and never leave the comfort of the happy ghast. Oh, thank you, Casper. It just like popped into my mind. I'm sure nobody like under a certain age gets that reference, but actually I don't even really have an audience, but I'm hoping that my audience is over that age and would get the reference, but who knows. All right, I don't have a boat, so I'm going to get a boat. And sleeping. Come on. That sun was so low. Dalton, I really enjoyed your stream earlier today, by the way. And when I said at the end of your stream, how do you do it? I didn't mean like, how do you get so many viewers? What I meant was, how do you keep up with that chat? That chat was redonkulous. There were so many messages. Oh, somebody already slept. There were so many messages and just so much variance of the messages too. It was just an absolutely chaotic chat. Okay, so Sam remembers Casper. Oh, and Dalton. Good. I'm of the age. I remember Casper. And Dalton said, no idea. Casper, the live action movie, were coming out when I was a kid. Oh yeah, those were in like the 90s or early 2000s, right? Yeah, live action. I forgot about that. Well, it was a cartoon. And I'm not going to age myself, but yeah, it was a cartoon. And Casper's a friendly ghost. And yeah, it's a very macabre thing, but people seem to like it. Why did I not grab snowballs? Jeez. I'm such an amateur. Let me go grab some snowballs. Yeah, late 90s was when the live action movies were around. Yeah, I remember the live action because it's like, I think there was a line in there where it's like, yeah, I was a little boy once. Like, okay, we're talking about like, he's a ghost. Or maybe the theme of one of them was he wanted to be like a little boy again. I don't know. It was very macabre though, because if you think too much about Casper, it becomes kind of depressing. It's basically like a child ghost. It's like a perma child. Where do you go, Casper? All right, come on. Yeah, so Dalton's saying about his chats. His stream chats have been just wild lately. It's a lot of fun, but kind of exhausting. I'm definitely going to need more mods soon. For sure. I might be able to mod for you here and there, but I am at work. But typically that you do stream over my lunch hour, so I do try to escape during lunch. Hey, CV, how you doing? All right, let's do this. I've never actually done this. I've never put a boat on a happy ghast, or tied a boat to a happy ghast. Let's put this in my offhand. Come on, dude. Casper! Are you gonna be able to fit through those trees? Gosh darn it. Okay, how about this? Over here? I shouldn't have parked him over here. I should have parked him. Boat first and then gas. Thank you, Dalton. Thank you. Dude, what are you doing? It's freaking stupid gas. All right. Come on. Okay. I love the noises. Woohoo. Let's actually turn up Minecraft just a touch so we can hear Casper's noises. That is one thing. I mean, hopefully Mojang is working on the fact that your gas flies away, and sometimes without wings, you're not getting them back. I mean, what are you supposed to scaffold up there? Okay. Now you're gonna stay still because I got a snowball, right? Okay. All right. Okay. Do I just do it? Oh crap! Whoops. Okay. Sorry, Casper. No. Okay. Offhand. Snowball equals throwing snowball at Casper. Casper! Oh my god. Okay. How about... No. Yes. Wait, no. So I had a shift, right? Okay. Got it. Come on back down. No, come on back down. Oh my god. Dude, what is the parrot doing? Oh, that's kind of cute. I'm glad I caught that on video. You think it's your mom? Actually, this is the dad, because this parrot's been here since day one. This is funny. What is going on here? Ah, got him. Oh no! No! Oh my god. This is ridiculous. What are you doing? Do I have to get shears now to get this guy off? Probably, right? Actually, let's get the snowballs back out. What are you doing? Why did you... Well, this is your fault. Both of your fault. Okay, let's see if I can just... Yeah, I definitely need shears. Okay, I gotta get the shears out. Alright, he's gonna fly off while I get shears out. Let's get a fresh pair. It's like just to utilize these happy gas, your inventory's got like leads, shears, boats, snowballs, yeah, like 4 or 5 items in. This is hilarious though. I should just leave this, just get another happy gas from Dalton's shop. Let these guys fly around forever. All right, okay. Let's be quick about this. Gotcha. Okay, now you guys need to get out. I don't want to hurt anybody, so I'm gonna put on that. Especially not that parrot, because he has been, again, with me since day one. Okay. Okay, now. I got the snowball out. Let's try. Well, yeah, let's just do that, Back. Come on, come back. Come back. Shift. Come back. Can you just give me a little bit more reach here, Mojang? Oh my god. Come here. Dude. Alright, stay still. There we go. Boom. Alright, don't pick anybody else up. Ha ha ha. We're good. Nobody's on in the boat. Good. Okay. We did it, guys. We did it. Half the battle. Okay. Where am I? Oh, I'm in free camp. That's why. Okay, let's go get some cows. Just the regular old OG cows. In 3 years, we will be there. I promise. It seems like you're actually going at a pretty good clip when you go in this view. But this view feels torturous. Okay, I'm gonna grab a drink. They are faster. Dalton just said in the chat. I swear they're almost faster when flying unmounted. They do. When they fly away from you, they are flying way faster than when you're mounted. I agree, 100%. Like just when it's drifting around your when you're drifting around your base. I love it. I just did a time lapse of the progress of my island. So for those of you who don't know, my island was like kind of like this terrain, but a lot more mountainous, obviously jungle biome filled with jungle trees, very thick. It wasn't a sparse jungle at all. It was very, very thick, a lot of bamboo and what have you. And, now it's what you see behind me, just plain and building trees, but what have you. Long story short, I did a time lapse and I showed the before and after, and Casper was flying around in the after, and it really, really does bring life into your base. It's like a little hot air balloon floating around your base. It's just so cool to like come upon, because obviously entities don't render as far as just regular blocks, but when you're getting close to an area and you see these balloons flying around, it's so awesome. And those copper golems, it's great. It's just absolutely great. I guess we need to eat less cookies so the gas are quicker. Yes, CV, exactly. Oh man, I mean, I do work a desk job, so it's hard to keep the poundage off. I tried to use splash potions of swiftness in the gas while flying, but it really didn't seem to help that much. I hope we get some way of going faster soon, even if just a little. Yeah, that's what I was suggesting in my last video, is like maybe we could do harness enchantments. Like you could have like a swift harness or speed harness and just, a regular harness. So maybe you can enchant it with maybe even like levels of speed. Here's my cows. This is going to be a very difficult process. I know it. And you could go beyond just speed. Like maybe there's some, well, one, this is not really an enchantment, but why doesn't this harness have storage? Because like right now, you're basically, you got like a flying base. Like you should have like a donkey, or a mule. You should have storage. Okay, can I grab him? This is this is darn near impossible. Come here, dude. Come here. Ah, got him, dude. That was awesome. That was a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. Unfortunately, right when I get off of him, though, get off of Casper, he's going to fly off. Well, I got 2 snowballs, because I don't throw any more at him. All right, let's see if we can just drag Is anyone on the server that can sleep? Come here, come here, come here, come here. Come here. Nope, you're under a tree. Did you know what was happening? Come on, you don't want to live your life in these Badlands or Mesa or wherever. Yeah, Mesa. You want to live your life on an island. In a park. Thank you for sleeping, whoever did. Oh, damage resistance. Yeah, that would be good. Thank you, CV, for sleeping. Come here, cow. I don't have a pin for the chickens, so the chickens are probably going to have to wait for another time. Oh, I got one. All right, never mind. I'll bring over the chicken and the cow. Never mind. If I got it, I mean, why even struggle? Plus, I could just get eggs for the chicken, though. But whatever. It's fine. I don't want to murder a chicken on stream, so I'll just bring them over. What is that? Oh, it's just pumpkins. Okay. I thought it was one of those variants. Animal variants. Cow and chicken. And yep, just the default ones. I can't leave the chicken out, though, because the ocelots will kill them. So I have to put them in a pen. A pen that an ocelot cannot get into. Oh, I could breed. Oh, well, I already have those variants, though. I get what you're saying, though. So if I need a second one, yeah, I'll just breed this one, and maybe I'll get a warm one, and maybe I'll get a default one. Thank you, Dalton. I've killed a chicken. Sam's like, you're much nicer than I am. I've killed a chicken on stream, needed the feathers. Hey, I blew up a whole island. There was a lot of carnage for that, though. I didn't do it on stream. I just feel a little exposed doing things like that on stream. Plus, like I said, I needed a chicken, so actually with this chicken, I'll just put it in the greenhouse, and then it'll just, which ocelots can't get into, and then it'll lay eggs, and I'll have chickens. We got a little chat going on. New Astraea members from Dalton's stream this morning, I think. I think there was 3 people that joined just from your stream, Dalton, so good job. God, these guys are so slow. Oh man, hopefully I can fill the space with talking. This does look really cool, though. That pavilion really fits in, I think. And this is without even any texturing down here, and there's going to be a lot of work texturing and obviously the trees and stuff. But I'm pretty proud. I think it's turning out pretty good. I like how the chimney stands out against the tree background right here. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, sorry, Dalton. If I felt like a party pooper when I was like, the server's 16 and older. But I saw you were getting bombarded, and trust me, as a father to an 11-year-old boy, I recognize the communication of 8 to, you know, of little boys. So I was picking up your chat was tending a little young. I felt like a mean dad coming in. All right, I got to get this chicken into safety, which means I need some seeds to taunt, or to what word am I looking for? To tempt him. That's it. To tempt him. Okay. Actually, yeah, I can just stand on him, shear him. Boom. Now I have a boat, but they are definitely going to. Where'd my lead go? Whatever. Leads are so easy to craft now. Okay, oh, there it is. So he'll be safe, but yeah, I need to get this guy into the greenhouse, so I'm gonna need to run over and grab some seeds really quick before an ocelot stumbles upon him and murders him in cold blood. Or her. Right there, good. Thanks, Dalton. Thanks for attending the stream. Here we go. Okay. Let's turn on that again. Wow, you already had it, huh? Come here. You wanna come in? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You can't figure out a door? It's too hard for you? Do I really need to take this door off? Jesus. Come on. Come on. Dork. Come on. Alright. Let's just get you. No. 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 Minecraft mods, man. Actually, I got leads. I should just lead this dude. Whatever. Yeah, why didn't I do that in the first place? Whatever. Okay. Okay, I need to hang this backwards, though. That's the, what was that? Here? Nailed it. Okay. I hang the doors backwards so they are actually closed. So this is the closed state, so the zombies won't knock them down. Villagers... Villagers get very confused. They end up just standing there, opening and closing the doors, but it works for zombies. Okay, okay, that didn't work. Okay, we got one cow. I'm not sure if I should bother. I was thinking maybe just let them wander around, because I don't think it'll hurt. I'm on an island. I don't think they're gonna get into any trouble, so that should be fine. So let's go get, so yeah, as Dalton pointed out, I can just breed this guy and get another one. So let's go and try to find something else. Any other mob. Actually, before I do that, let's get this prepared. Okay. Whoa, Casper. Whoa. Okay, let's see. We don't want that. We want, nailed it. Casper, hello? Hello? Over here, my dude. This is fine, Mojang. This is totally fine. Yeah, this is good. I like this. Come on. There we go. Thank you for noticing me. Alright. Yep. Okay. Alright, so I got a warm pig, and I got the regular pigs. So I need a cold pig, cold chicken, warm chicken, and, or at least warm chicken eggs and cold chicken eggs, and a cold cow. So actually, where's the nearest cold biome? Let me check the map really quick. Sorry, Astraea has an overhead map. Ooh, that's gonna be far though. I don't want to go that far. Unfortunately, the map isn't fully rendered, so yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go west. This is gonna be a trek. Uh-oh, we have drama going on? Oh, we got X-ray. Yep. Alright, yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a trek. Oh, thank you, Birdie. Yeah, if you have cold chicken eggs and you're willing to part with them, I will take them. Of course, you have probably all variant of chicken eggs. Your name is Birdie. Oh, jeez. So people are fighting in the chat, but this is the we welcome really anyone to Astraea. But there are a few rules, which I think Asumi has stated in the shopping district. Using X-ray is one of the rules. And, you know, don't grief and don't kill people unless, you know, it's a mutual thing and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to get into it. I'm a chill dude. I'm just out here building my island. And, you know, sometimes my experiments go awry and Creek can get out, but other than that, I'm a chill dude. That's funny. I was looking for rooted dirt a few weeks back, and I was looking for an azalea, you know, to dig under, and right there we go. Super close to my base. The one I found was very far away. Actually, I might have found this one. I think someone planted this after the fact, and there was no rooted dirt in there. Oh, Birdie, you only have cold ones. If you want to hold on to them, that's fine. I'm just going to breed up like 3 or 4 of those, so if you want me to breed them up and then return the eggs to you, like, you know, after I'm done with them, I can do that as well. Whatever you want. Sorry, I'm reading the chat, which you can see on the stream if you're watching the stream. I'm keeping up with the drama myself. Okay, am I? What, oh, geez, I just drifted over like north. I'm heading to the same area as I would. Okay, I'm distracted. Stay on task. There is a cold biome over here to the west. And thank you for whoever's sleeping. CV, to be honest, though, we do run into this once in a while where we get a new player and, you know, within a couple days, something is uncovered that untoward behavior. I mean, that's the nature. We're very open. We're and very inclusive. So that's the nature of those characteristics. Wow, this is kind of peaceful though. This makes a chill game become really chill with how slow you go. Yeah, don't cheat, as Asumi just said. Don't cheat, people. Us admins will find out. Yes, admins on this server have access to basically the state of every block and who changed the state of every block. So you are going to be tracked down. Yeah, this is a nice bit of scenery. I'm not a huge fan of the savannas, but this is kind of cool. It's very flat. They can be cool though. Savannas can be cool. Okay, I'm still heading west, right? I started drifting off. Okay, thank you, Birdie, for the eggs. Just drop them off in my my box next to my nether portal. I have a chest there. It's my official what's the comet courier box as well. And my nether portal, I think Birdie, you're the one who put together the compasses at the shopping district portal. I put 16 compasses in there. So you can find it very easily. I don't have the coordinates on hand though. So how's everybody doing? You guys have a good 4th of July for you Americans? I took me and my family, we always go to a local fireworks display. It's actually kind of funny. The fireworks display is put on by a yacht club, which I am way too poor to be a member of. And you can kind of cheat and sit on the side of the road. It's like a major thoroughfare. And sit on the side of the road, which many of us do, hundreds of people do. So we've been doing that for the last 5 or 6 years. And it's a very nice display, a very peaceful environment. Technically, you're not allowed to picnic in the area that we are, but the cops lay off because everyone's doing it. And, you know, when you outnumber them, they typically will leave you alone. And yeah, that's what I did for the 4th. Very, very pleasant. Sam in chat, there's a parade that goes by our house, so we watched that. We had to try to convince our dogs that the world wasn't ending that night, though. Yeah, I've had dogs. My parents have a dog. They used to have 2 dogs that were really, really scared, but their current dog is also a bit of a scaredy cat when it comes to the fireworks as well, and hides under the sofa and stuff, even though she can't fit. That kind of thing. We have 2 cats now. We had a dog, but she was very old, so she passed quite a few years ago, but we have 2 cats now, and they tolerate it, I guess. I mean, they're always scared of everything, but they're not extra scared, I guess, of the fireworks. So, counting down the hours till my flight. What flight? Did I miss something? Oh, this is a giant hill. This is funny though, you travel at this speed and you start realizing that I had no idea there was a cherry biome over here. Should I grab some llamas? I mean, a petting zoo isn't a petting zoo without llamas. Yeah. I'm gonna grab these llamas. Come here, dudes. You're gonna be part of my zoo. Can you put a llama in a boat? Am I being an idiot right now? Because I know some mobs can't go in boats. Nope, you can. Oh, look at that. Sorry, free camera. Yeah! This is the best thing ever. Okay, I love happy gas now. Except for I keep on messing with my camera. There we go. Okay, let's head back over east. Oh, yeah, Birdie, thank you. Or, sorry, not thank you. Congratulations, I guess. That'll be a really, really cool vacation. So Birdie's heading to Hawaii. Nice. Nice. Sam, actually, you had a vacation in Hawaii not too long ago, right? I've never been. That sounds like, I mean, it's like a bucket list trip. Sounds like an awesome time. Okay, hopefully I'm on a good trajectory to get back home and I don't overshoot it. Luckily, I took out the ocean monument near my base, though, so that's the only thing that always screwed me over was when you get mining fatigue from flying over. So yeah, Sam responded. She did take a trip to Hawaii, went to the main island and Maui. It was beautiful. Yeah, that's just, I mean, it's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. The pictures that I've seen from friends that have went there and what have you. And I'm a big hiker. I'm an avid hiker, and I watch a few YouTubers that are hikers as well, and I've seen them have trips there, and you know, hiking literally on the side of a volcano or something. It's just insanely, and it's so foreign of a place. Like the flora and fauna that exists in Hawaii is so different than anywhere in the continental United States. It's really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah, jet lag is going to kick your butt. In my opinion though, flying east to west is a little easier than flying west to east for jet lag. But I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't really matter. I mean, your time is going to be off, so yeah. You'll be excited though. Your adrenaline will be going, at least for the first day or so. All right, I'm definitely undershooting it because I know what this contraption is. Actually, I don't know what this contraption is. It looks like some sort of like, I don't know, gold farm or something. I actually just recently went through and cleaned up a bunch of obsidian of portals that were spawned and then left. So I apologize if you needed that. I have it in a chest if you need it back, but whoever yeah, I got it. I was confused. Okay. Whoever built this, it doesn't seem to be working either. There was a chunk loader in this portal right here, but it looks like a pig got into the flames or something and died. So there was a pork chop in the chunk loader, which was preventing the dispenser from dispensing minecarts and was stopping the chunk loader from working. So I actually disassembled the chunk loader as well. And there's a chest with all the supplies in it. So if you want it back, okay, that's your farm. Okay, it works sometimes. Okay, Birdie, it was broken, so I just stopped it. I was just over there getting grass for my island, and I figured, okay, this is probably not good that it's all like jammed up. So I just broke it all down and then put it in the chest. I like the new fog. Sorry, that's an in-game chat. I like the new fog. I always played with the simple fog mod, and now I don't need to. So yeah, I love it. I actually just adjusted my simple fog mod. Or sorry, I have sodium extra mod, and I just adjusted these sliders to match my simple fog mod. So 0 to 130 on both these, and then the sky and cloud in, I was just experimenting with those because those are not a setting in the simple fog mod. The only thing I missed from the simple fog mod though is it had a different setting for rain than non-rain, and I thought that was than, you know, regular weather, clear weather. I thought that was really, really cool, so you can make it foggier when it rained. And also it has different settings for dimensions as well, so you can make it less foggy in the nether and what have you. But yeah, I always had that fog mod on, so I really like the fog. Anyone who watches B00, well, his latest few videos make a very good argument for the fog as well, as far as bringing dimension to Minecraft, as far as you know, foreground, middle ground, background in your build, so you can more distinguish between a background object and a foreground object. Because typically, when you look in real life, you look out your window and you'll have fog. I mean, it's not completely fog free. I'm like, what is that? It's mine. Yeah, things in the background will be less contrast than in the foreground. And you'll have more contrast. So Minecraft imitating life, so to speak, makes things look a little bit more realistic and really pleasant, if I'm to make that argument. Yeah, I like it too. Sam said she likes the fog. The nether fog is awful though. You use simple fog to decrease it. Yeah, the nether fog is like it's too thick too soon. So I think it's like 50% or something of your render distance becomes completely invisible. So that is a good idea. I might actually reinstall this, or re-enable, I guess. I still haven't installed the simple fog mod to match my overworld settings, which is 130% past my render distance. So I never get any whiteout objects. They end up popping into view, which I think is what Mojang was trying to avoid, is objects that kind of they pop into view like chunks, and then they appear as white silhouettes. But if you increase that to, like I have, to 130, you'll have them pop into view, but you'll never have the white silhouettes, which is how I prefer to play the game. Shaders do crush it with fog though. Like I use the complementary unimagined, and that's why I do a lot of my time lapses with that, because especially with the island, because you can see out into the sea, and you see all these jagged cuts like right there. And in shaders, this will be a smooth line right here, which I can recreate by setting my fog to 100% or even closer, but then I'll run into that same issue like we were talking about in the nether, where you start not being able to see objects that you should be able to see, or objects will appear as white silhouettes, and I don't like that whatsoever. Because not every day should be Scotland. Okay, what did I do? I got llamas. Okay, I totally forgot what I had under me. Llamas. Oh, I thought I lost them. Okay, we got them, We got them, boys. All right. Casper, I'm asking you to not fly away too far, okay? There he goes. He's gone. Definitely need to turn on hitboxes for these guys. These guys are big boys. All right, let's hit right there. You guys have a new home. I know you like the savannah, but this is your new home. Come here. I'm getting better at this. He just like jets away though as soon as you put it on him. Like, where are you going, dude? All right, let's got that. All right, we're good. Let's refill my rockets really quick. Not that I'm gonna run out. As you can see, this is not the most solid of all plans here. I'm just like randomly doing a mob gathering for my petting zoo. So I don't have any hard or fast plans that I have to get to this biome or have to get to that biome. I'm just relaxing, playing the game. I'm off work. Monday's over. And I'm actually off work Tuesday through Thursday this week too, so this is it. This is my Friday. Until my real Friday, which will be Friday. CV in chat. Luckily the shaders, I prefer reduce the nether fog substantially so I don't need much adjustment other than that. Yeah. You use complementary as well, right? As last I checked, I thought that's what you used. How's the cloud progress happening, assuming? Or how is the cloud progress, assuming? Have you looked into it? Yeah, complementary Unbound. I have, because Unbound and Unimagined or Reimagine. Is it Reimagine? Yeah. Unbound and Reimagine come in like the same zip file, at least the package that I have currently. So I'll switch between the two depending on like the scene. Like if I'm trying to do like a really dramatic cinematic, I might use Unbound, but typically I use Reimagined. I really love the depth of field focus and the chromatic aberration. They call it chromatic blur in complementary. So chromatic blur is when your light is in a spectrum. Think about like Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon, like a prism, you know, separating your reds, going across like a rainbow, you know. White light comes in, rainbow comes out. So chromatic aberration creates that effect. And I use that quite a bit when I'm doing anything scary or dark or menacing. I'll use that in complementary, and I think it really strikes like an unnerving tone. The show Severance makes use of that a lot. Chromatic aberration on their lenses. They actually film it using lenses that are modified to create more chromatic aberration. It almost looks like you're watching a movie with 3D glasses on. That's not a 3D movie. Yeah, really dating myself. I'm not that old. I think everyone knows that Dark Side of the Moon is hopefully Sam. At least the cover art. I mean, I can just say a prism, but I mean, maybe, I don't know. Not everyone is a science geek like me. I'm not that old, jeez. Back over the savannah. I feel like I should be like narrating a nature film. Yeah, I'm sure every teenager has done, every teenager that has been a teenager since the release of that album has done the Wizard of Oz Dark Side of the Moon sync, right? It was like a rite of passage. What is in the third lion's roar on the MGM logo? You start the album and then all hell breaks loose after that. Oh, what a world we live in. Sitting here streaming gaming content. All I'm doing is just touching the W key. Just holding the W key. Not touching my mouse. Got my hand against my face. Yeah, I got it on vinyl as well. Creative. I think I have maybe, no, not every Pink Floyd album on vinyl, but most of them. I mean, I certainly have The Wall and Dark Side of the Moon. But I think I have a couple more as well. I don't have that much like classic rock vinyl though. Mainly newer stuff. Well, newer quote unquote. 30 years old to about present. Yeah, I know. I figured that's what you meant. Yeah, Sam, don't you have a good collection of game soundtracks or game scores or what have you on vinyl. I think I saw a picture on Discord at one point, or maybe Blue Sky, of your collection. I have the C4018 Minecraft albums on vinyl, the two volumes. That was actually released by Ghostly International, which are, I don't want to dox they're acquaintances of mine. I used to work at a record store, and they would shop there. They're Ann Arbor based in Michigan, so U of M. It does not even look like I'm moving right now. you look up like a little more, toward the sky, and you can't even see the passage of passage of distance. Yeah, so Sam said some classic rock, mostly gaming soundtrack vinyls. Yeah, those are I have Discogs. I have my whole collection on Discogs, which is an app for buying and selling records and keeping track of your inventory, which is what I do, your collection. And a lot of those gaming soundtracks, man, they go for a lot of money. Actually, even the first pressing of C4018's Minecraft, the original pressing, that goes for a lot. That's like $300. That's like a $300 record, I think. I got mine like, I don't know, 3rd reissue, 4th reissue or something, so it wasn't like insanely priced or anything. But Ghostly International stuff, it's usually limited run and can go for a lot. I have these the top fans things. I don't even notice. So Creative Villages is number 1 in my chat. I don't know who number 2 and Sam is number 3. Come on, Sam, step it up. Twitch has been really dead for me the last few streams. Yeah, exactly. Most of the time they only do one pressing of certain soundtracks and the prices are out of control. Yeah, I think, is that like a gaming thing? Like the super limited run for soundtracks? Or is that like just movie soundtracks as well? I never really got into the soundtrack space, so. And for the most part, I like collect like indie rock stuff, and it's usually not that outrageously priced because they usually do huge runs and will do 2nd, 3rd, 4th pressings and stuff like that, so it suppresses the price. Could be a budget thing for game studios, or it could be they're trying to get some exclusivity and hype around a release as well. Oh, thank God. Snow. At least I think it's snow. It's not calcite, is it? Yes, snow. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can be lucky. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I'm just chilling. What you doing there, bro? Let's see if we can get lucky with, what do we need? Cold pigs. Birdie said he's got some cold chicken eggs, so we're good there. So we need cold pigs and we need cold cows. And that is it. I also need a warm chicken, obviously, and a cold chicken for that matter. Or sorry, no. Birdie said he's got cold chicken, but we need a warm chicken, I think. Which that Savannah might have. I just wasn't even looking, actually. Actually, it might not, because a lot of those animals have probably spawned before we updated. Oh, seriously? What kind of snowy biome is this? Yeah, so this is like just all luck. Because I know spawns will continue, but if the passive mob cap is reached in an area, they are only going to be like default mobs like this. So I might have to go really, really far out, or just get lucky. Get in an area where the passive mob cap isn't exceeded or hasn't been exceeded. Whatevs. I could just kill some. Yeah, I could just go on a murderous rampage. But I mean, who would do such a thing? I forget how many chunks out to. Is it just your render distance? Is it just like, 16 chunks out or something like that? Then you'd have to kind of float up. I remember in my Forever world, I was looking for all the dog variants, and I would just get out to an area, reduce the passive mob population, and then fly up in the air, and they would spawn. It would take a while, but they would spawn, the dogs. All right, we got a mountain here. I don't know how often this area is visited, so we might get lucky. If not, I might actually resort to dispensing a few mobs. Or I could do the nether portal thing too, but bring Casper into the nether roof, which is risky. A little risky. I have to build a giant portal as well, so that's always a thing. Sitting over there. Nothing. It's my imagination. Just my crosshair. Alright. I don't know if you guys can hear Casper whining. Yeah, I know, like, especially with Dog working on the nether portal area, he's probably made it quite a quite a mob farm at this point, so I might hold off on that, because Casper is my first happy guest, and I don't want to risk him right now. I don't have goats. I could just grab some goats. Yeah, let's do that. Of course, these guys definitely need to be in a pen, because they'll kill the other mobs. Slowly but surely they'll ram them and kill them. Got him. What a stream. Okay, east. Sorry if this is boring for you guys. I'm trying to lean into that ASMR, you know? No, good. All right. This is a really cool idea, though. Like, as far as the ghast transporting mobs. I know it's slow, but I tried to grab some. I forget what I was grabbing. Something with a boat, and do the whole lead thing in Astraea, and the lead just kept on breaking left and right. I don't know if like it was server lag or what the situation was, but it was like literally impossible to move them via boat. I had 2 mobs in a boat. So this is really, really fault tolerant, as computer programmers would say. It's slow, but it's fault tolerant. And fishing, like, that was 3 times in a row. I just like scooped them right up. That's the coolest thing ever. You don't ever have to dismount your ghast. You just scoop up the mobs and fly away. Yeah, seriously. So Sam in chat, the boat dangle. I tried so hard to do that last week with the mushrooms and just could not do it. Exactly. In my solo survival world, it actually was mushrooms. I've moved multiple times in my solo survival world by scaffolding up, hundreds of blocks in the air and then dangle them in a boat and then just flying very gracefully. And then you can actually use rockets, like you just got to be very careful on your angle of trajectory when you use the rocket. But in Astraea, I could not, even drifting slowly. I did the whole scaffolding, got them up in the air, drifting slowly, and it would break every time. Luckily, it was the mobs are fine because it's just a boat and I wasn't that high up in the air. I know there is a certain limit, right, that you hit. Anyway, mobs are fine. It wasn't that big of a deal, but they kept on falling in the ocean. So I couldn't really, I could, but scaffolding from like a deep ocean is kind of a pain in the butt. So I ended up just taking 2 boats out and getting a mob in each boat and then transporting them over, you know, the old-fashioned way. Might have been bees. I can't even remember what I was trying to. No, it wasn't bees because I would just wait for them to get in their hives. I can't even remember what I brought over, in all honesty. But yeah, I don't know if it's like the server or something. Supposedly the leash mechanics are better now, though. But if Sam, did you do this recently with the mushrooms? Are the leash mechanics still the same as far as them snapping really quickly? These goats. All right, where am I going to put these guys, though? I need to probably build their own pen. Or I might just leave these guys in the boat. And then, yeah, maybe this will be my last foray with the mobs, and then I'll start getting into terraforming around that beach, because we're an hour in the stream right now. That hour just flew past. Oh yeah, I like to do a check every hour. So yep, my name's Randy. I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube, which is how you're watching one way or another, or maybe hacking in this. I don't know what's happening, but I'm on the Astraea SMP, which is a private SMP with a bunch of cool builders and just cool folks all around. We have 4 or 5 content creators, more coming, and yeah, it's a really good time. Most people on the server are not content creators, but everybody's chill, and it's a nice little community we have here. Right now I'm moving mobs. I'm trying to build a petting zoo on a park. So I have an island. It's a jungle island. I'm terraforming it though to not look like a jungle, and I want a petting zoo on that island, and thus I am gathering up all the mobs and all the variants of said mobs and bringing them over one by one, or 2 by 2 sometimes. Back over the savannah. Wow, is this guy like right on? Dude, how you building your house, man? You gotta talk to an engineer. That's not a safe place for that home whatsoever. Minecraft generation, man. I swear. That is so cool looking. I didn't notice that on the way out. I think I took it on the other side of the mountain. That's funny. Jeez. Do they even like connect to their main village? Or are they just stuck up here? I think there's a guy in there, isn't there? No. I did try to build a tree with a happy ghast over the weekend, and I gotta say it didn't work out for me. I don't know if it's just the trees that I design. They have a lot of empty space, so I have to place a lot of helper blocks. Yeah, it was really, really frustrating. And it could be I'm just used to building things a certain way, and I'm a creature of habit, you know, but the whole like looking down, looking up, and just trying to get like really, you know, intricate placement in the reach as well, because you have this giant marshmallow that you're riding on. So I was building one of the trees next to a build, and I just kept on running into the build, and I could not get low enough to build that edge of the tree. Yeah, the village gen is very interesting sometimes, Sam. Especially in those like shattered savannas and stuff like that, where you literally will have a village home like 100 blocks in the air. Poor villager just dangling from his porch. I gotta spin by the nether roof though. I would like to see Dog's progress. My portal is a fairly good distance away from the shopping district and spawn portals, so I am going to decorate it, but I'm not sure how much I need to be included in the redoing and redesigning and restoration of the nether roof. Because, I mean, that would be like hundreds of blocks. always see these random portals around of people, I don't know, people are lost or people are experimenting with things. And this is probably Birdie again. The tree shop is restocked. Yeah, sorry, Creative. CV, I bought out all your birch leaves again. And I know you keep on offering me a bulk deal, but I like to just, you know, pay full price. And I'm very, I tend to not plan what I'm going to work on. So I just need them when I need them. I just went out and bought all your birch leaves. I think I might have bought all your spruce leaves as well. Or spruce needles. And I bought a bunch of azalea leaves. Oh, and by the way, there was a bonus. So I bought all your spruce leaves. I need more birch because the primary leaf that I use for my custom trees is birch. But I bought all the spruce because I was running really, really low, and there was a bonus birch leaf stack amongst the 9 stacks. So there's 8 spruce and 1 birch leaf stack in your spruce box, which was a benefit to me. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. It's hard to tell the difference between the blocks when you're looking at the item in a tiny box. So yeah, easy. Accidents happen. I always am worried that I am mixing tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 rockets. I mean, obviously it's not the end of the world, but it's just so easy to do. I mean, it's literally the same item, you know, as far as the icon. Actually, I gotta check my rocket shop as well. Because with new players, sometimes rockets will be low. Not that I am at any risk of running out. I mean, if you offered a full shulker, Creative in chat, Creative Villages CV said, would it help if I offered a full shulker of leaves in my shop? I mean, I'd probably get it. I'm really trying to balance though, like not hoarding, because my inventory, my storage space rather, is temporary. At least I try to convince myself that it's temporary. I do want to move it. With the copper golems, I'm definitely delaying that move though, because I want the copper golem to be the center point of my inventory or my storage space. So, I mean, obviously a shulker, I can just stick the whole shulker in the chest, so I don't really know what I'm saying right now, but essentially I have this like knee-jerk reaction to not get more blocks than I need at the given time that I'm building. So, but of course right now I have like 15 double chests of stone from, you know, mining out my island. So I'm a hypocrite. Hello, Stormy Gaming. Oh, you keep backstock at your base of leaves. Okay, all right, that's good to know. That's good to know. So far, your shop has been exactly the quantity that I need at the time that I'm desiring to build trees. I'm almost flying over. So it's been perfect, because if I had like an abundance of leaves, then I might feel obligated to build more trees, and trees are grueling. So any excuse that I have, you know, oh, I have to fly over to the shopping district, buy leaves, so maybe I'll delay the tree build for another couple of days and work on something else. It's always I don't know, psychologically, I'm always all over the place when it comes to that stuff, so. I do, I think I'm on quite a tree building arc right now though, because I want to have a log cabin, but the placement of the log cabin, I want to be kind of mixed into the woods. So I don't want to just like build a log cabin and then build woods around it. I kind of want to build the woods first to see if like it's kind of sounds like a hippie, but see if the layout of the trees that I come up with speaks to me as far as the placement of the cabin rather than vice versa. So I might take you up on that offer. Yes, this is my base, Stormy. This is a greenhouse, 2 very large nurseries, both serving as a sugarcane farm and a bamboo farm. The trees are custom. Just built this pavilion and a lighthouse and a creeper farm. So this is in real life, this is a water intake station. And in the lore of this island, it's also serving as a water intake. So it's a desalination water intake kind of facility, but it's a creeper farm. So I have the rocket shop on Astraea. So I needed a good, consistent source of gunpowder and paper. So sugarcane and gunpowder and creeper farm were required. I mean, I know you can get gunpowder from ghast, but you know, I chose creepers. Whoa! Nope! 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 Gosh darn it! Oh my fingers almost numb from holding on the W key. Okay, I lost my strategy. There we go. Okay, now you can fly away, Casper. Okay. Whew. All right, so you guys, I'm gonna leave you in the boat. I am gonna lead you over. Come on, get in. There. I am going to lead you over to a different spot though, because I don't want you just out here in the field. Out here in the field. There, the who? This is a lot of classic rock. Or we're covering. All right, yeah, they should just be able to coast straight over these paths. Yeah, you could build like that, Stormy. Anyone can build like that. It just takes a lot of time and practice. Don't, never say you can't. Can I do that? No. Do I have to just... No, stop that. Okay, there we go. Alright, you guys will just hang out with my makeshift pins that I have going on right now. And yeah, that's it. That's it for that adventure. We might continue later. Well, we will, because I need all the animals. But for right now, that's it. Actually, let's see if Birdie dropped off those eggs. And I might see if try my luck. Try my random number generation luck. Yep. Oh yeah, this is good. I have to get a couple out of this, right? Have to. Famous last words. Now let's go in the greenhouse and let these guys join their pals. Actually, these guys are untamed wolves, but they're in a boat, so they're no risk, right? They're not going to hurt the chicken. Or do wolves only hunt foxes and rabbits? Or do they only hunt foxes? I mean, I know they like skeletons. All right, let's see. Oh, sorry. Okay, 2. All right, that's it. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. I'll keep these eggs, but I love these little guys. These little crests that they have on their... That's adorable. I just love them. I love them. And all baby mobs, of course, are cuter. It's science, people. It's science. I can't argue with science, man. Oops. That should be on. It is on. All right. Redstone. Science. Well, I did build this in creative and I ported it over, Stormy, so don't feel bad about that. I did have to get all the blocks and everything. Luckily, though, my server mates really helped me out on this first build right here. So most of the glass and most of the tuff was supplied by my server mates, so good on them. It was mainly CV, Creative Villages, that gave me a lot of the supplies, and Devin, I think, gave me actually, Dog, Ultraleg Dog, also gave me a bunch of glass as well, so appreciate that. Yeah, where do I guess right here is good. Alright, let's put the seeds away. Don't need any more of those. Leads go in my chest. That goes in my chest. I'm gonna keep the snowballs with me though. I think it's a good idea to have a supply of snowballs. Let's actually, what is it? What am I supposed to do? Fortune? I think it's fortune, right? Yeah, it's fortune. Let's get a couple more snowballs. At least a stack. He's 16. Alright. Let's put this away. Put this away and let's grab the fortune. Yeah, there we go. It's probably more than 16. Oh, 13. 14. 15. 16. There we go. Perfect. And I'll have that in my... Oh, look at that. See? This is what happens with age. I already had that. I already did the exact same thing. So this is my, like, emergency box. Got a couple of my heads just in case, like, on the server, people are always asking for your head for, you know, various reasons. Jukebox and music disc for allays. Signs for whatever reason, leads. This is for beacons. Taming wolves, taming cats, bone meal just in case, you know, this is like that kind of thing, conduit, enough prismarine to make a conduit, and I have the 2 beacons are in use right now, but I have all the iron blocks for making a beacon, so this is that kind of box, and I already have the snowballs in there. Yeah, playing on a server does make doing big builds a lot easier, Sam. For sure. And way more fun, yes, CV. Love to see what other people build for myself. So much fun to explore. Yeah, I love to fly around. Or take Casper out and check out what everybody's working on. Alright, cool. We got goats, we got that. What else do we need to do? That's it, yeah, let's just grab some stone and start. Actually, I need to lay out that conduit too, because I'm sick of holding my breath. So I'm going to work on the beach. The beach needs, it's going to be sand, so it needs stone as or some solid non-gravity affected block. So I'm going to get a shulker filled with stone. Probably just one right now, because, yeah, stream is the end of the stream is rapidly approaching, so that is all I will have time for, but yeah, I'm going to work on the beach, the layout, the terraforming. All right, let's go out there, at least get the conduit down, and start placing things. So right over here, I worked on this a week or so ago. This edge of the island was a vertical, pretty much a straight vertical cliff. So I tried to smooth it out and I left all this right here down an ocean level, and I've been gradually working out from there. So ultimately this will be a beach. So all these blocks will be replaced with sand, and I started the stone right here. As you can see, actually the sand right here will be a perfect demonstration. I started the stone 2 blocks down, so I can just put sand right down, and then it goes down from there. So as you can imagine, this will be a beach where you can kind of, you know, imitating life, you know, just kind of gradually goes out for, I don't know, maybe 100 blocks or so, maybe less, depending on the area. I can go definitely farther out in this area because it's so shallow already. But yeah, when I get out to like here, I mean, it's like this gulf that I do not want to bother terraforming over and what have you. So that is the plan. Oh, you have sand, CV? Good, 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 good. That would save me some time from going out and digging up a desert. So I will ask you for it when in due time. Oh yeah, that's my Credence Clearwater Revival is the name of my fortune shovel, which I'm sure I'm not the first one. God, a lot of classic rock references. All right, what am I doing? What am I doing? Conduit. pop this together. Let's see if we can do this mistake-free on stream. I'll put it right, center it. Maybe over here a little bit. Come on, get out of my way. Nope, no mistake for you. Where did that... Oh, I hate when that happens. The kelp. You just like place it against the kelp. There we go. Ooh, gotta get up for air. Okay, that was the kelp's fault. There we go. That kelp literally grew right when I tore it out, like right in front of me. Should be enough. It's enough. Alright, let's do this, and this, and this, and we're good. Yes. Conduit power! Alright. CV's fortune pick is called Tough Nuggets. That's good. That's good. I just made a new pick called Butter, because it cuts like butter. Oh, and I had a Smite 5 sword I was using as an experiment, because you know the majority of mobs that you fight, like skeletons and zombies, they're undead, so Smite works against them. I like being able to take out creepers a little easier than having to have like two perfect crits on them. So I went back to a sharpness 5 and I named it Sorcery. I don't know if you guys have ever played the mobile game Swords and Sorcery. It's a really cool indie game, but that was inspired by that. All right, I'm rambling. Let's get this going. All right, I'll just leave those guys up there and we're off. So I was debating looking at top-down views whether I wanted to extend the beach out, this first layer out a little bit farther. Because I don't know, maybe I started this second layer a little premature, but I don't know. Anyway, this is where I left off, right over here. You can kind of tell where it cuts over. So let's continue on and see what happens. See what the land says to me. Yeah, there's no real science to this. I'm just winging it. Most terraforming projects, I tend to just wing. Okay, that grass is really upsetting me. Here we go. All right. I do want to taper off when I get to that end though, because I think it will fall off like a cliff on both the east and the west sides of this little venture. Yeah, so right there, just how I have it actually is probably, so it'll just be like one block and it'll just kind of imitate this, which is natural generation. The cliff will imitate that. Or the beach or whatever. That should do it. Let's see what that looks like. Chop down. Oh, it needs to definitely go out farther than that. Alright, I'll make another pass on that second layer. Okay, Stormy, you hate terraforming. It's not my favorite thing to do, but it's a lot of work, or it's really satisfying rather, when you do a large project and you look back and you're like, wow, that is really, really cool. That completely transformed that area. So definitely there's no instant gratification. There's definitely delayed gratification, but you know, I don't know, builds character, I guess. I tell my son. It's fun when you're terraforming with TNT, though. You do the when you reduce something rather than building upon it. At least it can be. Yeah, it's worth it after you finish, exactly. It will be something else when this, I mean, I'm sure this project will never completely be done, but it will be nice to look back and, you know, be somewhat done and know that literally nearly at least every block in this entire island was placed by hand. Which is the plan. The plan is to not leave very much natural generation, if any. So I've already lowered the elevation of the island quite a bit using TNT flying machines. So nothing you see on the surface of it is natural generation. That's all me. And obviously the builds are me. Well, me with help of my server mates. Because there was some deforestation steps that CV and Rozzy helped me with, which I very much appreciate. All right. I might have gone too far with this layer then. Whatever. It's not going to hurt anything. I have so many chests of stone that I am not running out anytime soon. Sam, you're opposite, so you're trying to leave as much natural generation as possible. Yeah, my idea with this world, or with this base, this, you know, this, what do you call it? This build, whatever, is to really go all out with realism, I guess, making Minecraft as realistic as possible, and the natural generation just isn't gonna cut it. But in the past, I have tried to work, like in my forever world, I have most of the actual land is just natural generation, because I have this mountain with a mountain valley that I built into, and I try to just work within the confines that the natural generation developed. I'm just trying to take a completely opposite approach, so I'm open to either way. But this is just one of those things. I'm just trying to do something a little different than I'm used to, and regretting every step. Oh, that's good. That looks really good. Yeah, exactly. The natural generation isn't great. Sometimes the natural generation does look really good, though. In my forever world, I have this like mountain that almost made a kind of like a donut shape, and inside the valley of the mountain range, inside the hole of the donut, so to speak, is a flower biome. It's really, really cool. So that's where I built my castle, is like right in there. And I think that, you know, looks really, really cool. But yeah, there's times that you look out and you're like I'm not a big fan of the shattered savannas. I know a lot of people like those, but the weird like floaty stuff, I'm just not a fan. I definitely lean a little bit more toward realism when it comes to my builds, and I will tend to clear out anything that looks very odd or disruptive to that to that ideal. But that's just me. I've also seen like some of the fantasy elements of like, I don't know, crazy floating bases and stuff like that I appreciate. So really I'm open to almost anything. It's just not for me to try to accomplish myself. Yeah, so CV is nice, Sam. I'm kind of between you two. I really terraform my village, but my farm area is trying to leave nitrogen and retexturing a lot of it. But I just built a huge mountain. Yeah, that mountain does look really like, it looks like natural generation though, in a good way. Like it looks like something that is sort of real, leaning toward the realism. Or like, for instance, the library, CV, like you have that. I love the look of that. But you know, it's just like floating in space. It's really unrealistic, but super cool. I do love that kind of stuff, like the fantasy elements. And Minecraft's great because barely any of the blocks obey gravity, so it's perfect for that. Wow, I already got down to that level. Huh. Would you look at that? This kelp grows so fast that I tear it down and then it just regrows immediately. Oh yeah, Tiny, so creative in the chat. Yeah, Razi and I had so much fun with the library and we felt it fit spawn because of Tiny, of course. Yeah, so Tiny is the mascot of the server, built by Asumi, the server owner. It's a giant, Tiny is a ironic name, is giant dragon, like sea dragon. Kind of looks like Nessie. And it is kind of marks our shopping district. Actually, if you want a good look at Tiny, check out CV's shopping district, Creative Villages shopping district YouTube video. And you'll see Tiny quite a bit in the background and just throughout the video, because like I said, it's kind of the mascot of the shopping district, mascot of the server really, but you can't miss it when you go to the shopping district, that's for sure. Yeah, I love that. Tiny is named Tiny. Dude, that stupid kelp. How close am I? I'm just doing the line right now of when this next layer needs to be. So I'm building it out, just doing the line. Oh, those are kind of cool looking fish, black and red. They're like 20,000 or 16,000 or something like that species of, or variants rather, of tropical fish in Minecraft. I read that somewhere. I think that's the number, something like that. So I think they just do like, I think they have like 10 patterns and 20 body shapes or 10 body shapes, and then, you know, you just do the math and it compounds, and it's just an obnoxiously high level or high number of variants. It's all random number generation, I think, because I think they all are on the same behavior model. Toward the end of the stream, Randy just rambles about weird, stupid stuff. All right. Oh, why am I going down? No. Yeah, actually, this will go down, but I don't need to go down all the way across. Yeah, let's expand out here. That's why I do the offhand trick, by the way. That's why I have blocks in my offhand, is because when I run out in my main hand, I can just scroll click and immediately pick up another stack, but I never have to stop right clicking to place the blocks. Just like going really fast. Not that speed is everything, but gives me an opportunity, like right there, it gives me an opportunity to not have a million misclicks. Thank you, CV. Yeah, so Stormy just asked if I'm playing on Bedrock or Java. I'm playing on Java, but the server is available to Bedrock players. However, I think there are some limitations as far as like, we don't update the server as often as Bedrock updates. So if you're on a console, I think you might run into some issues. Or if you are not able, or not, if you don't know how to downgrade your Bedrock version, you may run into some issues. I'll let CV handle this one. In chat, Stormy's asking about joining the server. It's not my place. CV invited me to the server, though. You're in good hands. Am I going too far out here? No, that's perfect. I don't even need to actually go far out there. I just need to continue over here. Also, another thing I like to mention on these, so all the music you're hearing is my original music. So, if you like it, thank you. If you don't like it, well, you know what? Too bad for you. I might actually open up the music though and copyright free for other people to be able to use in their videos as well if there's interest. Because I enjoy making it, and I would like to see it spread around a little bit more. Or even considering commissioning, like making music for other people if they're interested. Because it's fun. It's a lot different than, I'm also in a band. It's a lot different than the music that I create in the band. It's just a cool experience to create stuff that's a little different. You want me to post a link in, well, here, 1 second. Okay, if I do that and I make it so the chat is public though, or sorry, the chat replays after I publish this, what do you call it, this VOD, then that link will be available permanently across the replay. So I think it would be best for Stormy. Stormy, are you on Blue Sky? Stormy Gaming? So it might be best if you reach out to Asumi on Blue Sky. Because I mean, I know that we invite a bunch of people. I just don't want to make that link a little too too public. Unless you guys don't have a problem with that, then I can do that. Yeah. So actually, in the description of this video, I have a Blue Sky starter pack, and that will give you a follow on everyone associated with Astraea that's on Blue Sky. That, to my knowledge, there might be other people that didn't want to be part of the starter pack, but CV is in there, Asumi's in there, I'm in there, so you can go right ahead. Sam's in there as well. You can go right ahead and click on that link in the description, follow us all on Blue Sky, and then you can start your journey pursuing membership on Astraea from there. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, I need to expand that out a little further. The server is 16 and older, just to let everyone know, just to get that out of the way as well. But if you're if you're a chill builder and you want to hang out, it's a good place. It's a good place for hanging out and having a nice community and not griefing and all that good stuff. Thank you, CV. Alright. So it is 46 minutes past the hour, and that is the time that I typically call it quits. So, really, I do this every time. I get like blocks in my head. Really appreciate everybody hanging on in the stream, and I will see you next week. I stream every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, and yeah, it's usually on Astraea. Not always. Sometimes I'll stream from my Forever World. Always Minecraft, though. It's really the only game I play. I have episodes out every 2 weeks or so. Kind of, or so. Strong or so on YouTube. So by all means, if you want to get more content on Astraea and on this crazy base, this island, I have videos covering every build, terraforming everything. Also, most of the folks that are in chat, Samazon Rex, CV, they also have YouTube channels. CV's just starting hers, but Samazon had a little jump on me. I think she's like 10 episodes in as well. Actually, I think I might be 1 episode ahead of her at this point, or maybe we're equal. Nonetheless, there's a lot of content to consume, so get at it. It'll be great. And that's it. Have a good one, guys.